Hello. I wanted to apologize, first of all, because I didn't get this meeting started when it was supposed to. And luckily, I did get it started a little later this evening, but some of you might have been a little confused because I couldn't even get out to the world because my internet was, um, it just completely my router did something weird and I got it fixed, but it's a little late. So I apologize for that. We did do the call and had a couple gals on, so thank you so much. But I did want to redo a recording and get this to you. So because I did not record it before either, I think I got a little flustered with the internet going out. But anyway, hello. I am Heidi and Heidi Singerhouse, and I will be doing these trainings once a week, and it will be consistently at the same time every week. If there ends up being where we need to change a time, we'll kind of address that as we go. But I will be doing these on a Zoom, in the Zoom format, and then posting the recording at a later time. And I will probably be sending emails about the trainings each week. And then I will also be putting the info in our Facebook group, which is, it is Zaya Braveheart. If you need that group, if you want to hop in there and you're not in there yet, please join us. Otherwise, you'll see the info on email as well. So thanks for coming. I have a lot of things to tell you, but I'm going to try to make it short and sweet. But I also want to say, hey, you guys had a great September. Like so many of you hitting record months, month on month, and congratulations to you. Congratulations for putting yourself out there, being consistent, and congratulations for starting. Welcome welcome to our Zaya family, and I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to meet you. I'm excited to hopefully meet you once we all travel or get together for events again. So anyway, we are going to get started. And today, what I want to talk about is daily method of operation. Whether you are brand new or you've been doing this for a while, I had this problem in the beginning where I would be doing things throughout the day. And at the end of the day, I would be thinking to myself, what did I actually do? And did I actually do anything to move my business forward? So I have been playing around with a daily method of operation, and I put a spreadsheet together. It's a Google sheet, and I'm just going to simply walk you through it because it might get ideas for you. I will also give this to you if you want to use this, and then you can customize for yourself. So I am going to share my screen, and let's see, where did it go? I'm going to find that document, and I think it's right under, oh, there it is. Okay, so here it is. This is a daily method of operation. Basically means that these are the items, the daily tasks for your business to do to move your business forward. These are things that are non-negotiable, things that will give you business growth, things that will make you focus. And having it broken down in a list like this where you can actually check really puts you in a good, for one thing, a really good mindset, knowing that you've done the work that you need to do. And two, it gives you that way to kind of time block for yourself. So you can look at this list and you can say, hey, I could do this early morning, I could do this at noontime, I could do this later at night, or might just do maybe I do 4 of these things all throughout the day. So as you look at this list, please understand that you might not be doing all of these things, and you might not be on, I talk about social media on here a little bit, and I'm imagining a lot of you are doing your business on social media because a lot of us in this world, the space that we're living in right now, we are not seeing people as much as we would like to. So social media is really a blessing and a way to be able to connect with people and widen your audience. And so one of the things that I always like to talk about is how the social media can be part of your daily method of operation, and a little bit on what we should be doing within there. So a lot of this actually is part of that. And we do like Facebook events. That's part of like social media. If you do Facebook parties, Facebook events. So there's a lot of things on here, but you can customize to how you run your business, what your goals are. So just know that. This is a little bit about what I do. So what I've done here, as you can see, I have, if you look at Monday, first of all, if you look at the header, this is just kind of an idea for you to kind of like brainstorm a little bit about when you're thinking about posting, because that is going to be one of your daily tasks. And that's the first task that I have listed, is when you think of ideas of what to post. Outfit of the day for us is always a great idea. Inspiring posts, behind the scenes posts, something personal about like maybe your past, or just something quirky about you, something you like, something you don't like. A business post, like what's a tool you use in your business? How do you conduct your business right now? Where, with who? Educational tips, anything that you might really dig or have some kind of knowledge about, you can talk about that. Maybe you're great at meal prepping. Maybe maybe you work out at home a lot. Maybe maybe you're great at home decor, whatever that is, like integrate some of that in there. And so as you can see, it's not all about just selling diet. It's about really showing you and creating your personal brand. So I put ideas up across the top. You can see Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and you can decide how often you want to post. This very first column here, very first row, I have IG post. I personally write my content for IG, for Instagram, and then what I do is I repurpose it. And I actually have a lag time where I post my Instagram posts, and 3 days later, I'll take 3 days ago IG posts and put them on my Facebook page. So there's like a 3-day lag between the two. So it doesn't look like it's all the same, because sometimes I have crossover audiences, which I'm sure you do too. You don't have to do this. That's just something I do because I feel I'm getting a bigger bang for my buck with my content. But I do repurpose. I don't try to like recreate for all these different platforms. That's just a lot. So always think about repurposing. And a little side note there, if you have a really good post, or you got a really good idea, or maybe you wrote something that you thought maybe not a lot of people saw, write it again, repurpose it, put a different picture in there. So don't be afraid to repurpose things, change your words a little bit, and let that help you not have to like recreate all the time. All right, if you look at the IG post, I have ideas in each little cell of possible things that your picture could be and what your content could be. Like for instance, like Wednesday's going to be easy. Wednesday's a launch day. Usually I'll have a pic of myself. I won't have that launch item on it, of course, because it just launched. But I might talk about how, hey, this is really cool. Our business does this. Not many businesses do this. We have boutique type of inventory where it's something new and great every Wednesday. Hop in my stories and see what we got. Something like that. You can talk about your family. You can talk about like your mom life or why you do what you do. Use quotes. I have all different ideas going across, and we'll do another training about content, but think about what you are into. Think about your life. Think about how you want to have a personal brand, and you can start to plan for these. So what you can do if you want to pre-plan a little bit, you could just put a little subject in each cell, and then you have an idea of what you want to do each day. My advice as far as how much do you post is somewhere between 4 and 7 times a week. So whether that's your Facebook or whether it's Instagram or whether you're kind of doing both, that's a good place, and you can kind of watch it. Like what kind of insights do you get from that? If you get better engagement and better, better likes and comments when you only do 4 times a week, maybe stick with that. If maybe you get better when you do it more often, then do that. So you can kind of self-audit yourself. Now, what the other thing I like to do is stories. I love stories. Stories, you can really kind of get into your people, and they can really get to know your personality, and they can hear your voice, which is important. I like to do videos and stories. It's not as scary there because they go away. It's a great way to kind of get your personality out there without like worrying that you're out there on your Facebook wall or your feed or whatever. So I have some ideas in that line too, IG, Facebook stories. Don't think that they all have to be like the super complicated story, but I would do 3 times a day if you can. Maybe like, maybe you drink coffee every day, and maybe that's just your morning stories, like, yep, coffee, good morning. And then maybe midday, you're saying you can talk about like your outfit of the day. You could talk about your business. You could talk about something else. And then maybe your evening is just like something easy. It doesn't have to be like life-changing stories all the time. But the reason that I like to say morning, noon, and evening is because then that keeps that, how the little head is up there on Instagram or Facebook, it keeps you up there so people will see it. So that's just a little tip for that. Again, if you're not doing all these things right now, I know everybody has different goals, different times. Start with one of these and then go from there. So I have Facebook profile next. So maybe that's your thing. Maybe you're just going to do Facebook. For myself, I put repurpose from IG or vice versa. And then Facebook groups. So Facebook group is either your VIP group or your insider group, whatever you call it. If you don't have one yet and you need to understand how to do that, I can certainly help you. You can pop in mine if you want. Mine is a combination of outfits of the day, kind of just fun. I have done some fitness challenges in there, some walking challenges in there, push-up challenge, sometimes a vegetable challenge. And you can do whatever you want. I like to talk about mindset in there. I like to talk about lots of different things. The thing is, it's your group. So talk about what you like to talk about, because people are going to get that energy from you. So talk about what you like to talk about. But then also, have your picture in there with your outfits, and try to go in there live at least once a week. Try to go in there live and either maybe educate on a product, like the bras, like deep dive into bras for yourself. And that helps you get a little education. Being educated about the product really promotes self-confidence. And then do a live, say, hey, this bra here is a Support All-Star bra because it distributes the weight. This is one of our best selling bras, blah, blah, blah. Or, hey, this is what sublimation is in the leggings. It's the white is behind the print. This is why. If you, are interested in why we do this, this is kind of the process. You can look this up. If you don't know, you can Google it. If you don't know, you can look it up in somewhere else. It doesn't necessarily always have to be education about our product. It could be about anything. So just give value. Okay, so the Facebook group, that's a really important place to really stay consistent in. Again, those are your really true fans, and those can end up being people that refer other people. I've had my customers refer other people into here and ask people for references. So that's another daily task. Facebook events, parties. So if you do those once a week, maybe you do a couple times a month, you will need to put that in your daily method of operation, and you will have to plan your posts as needed. Keep in mind that you can schedule out your posts if you do your Facebook events in a group. Use that schedule button. And the same thing with Facebook groups for your group. You can schedule that. So if you don't have a lot of time, schedule it out. There's a little scheduler in there, so you can put those out there when you actually have time, and you don't have to be at your computer or on your phone for to be able to like have consistent posts. Okay, next, these next ones are more for connections, growing your audience, and these are the daily, and again, take a look at these, customize them for yourself. This is just giving you an idea of what you can have as a daily task. So connects, I'm calling them connects. Connects is my, in a way, maybe my, it's not my, I don't really cold message people, but when I meet somebody new, just maybe from a conversation or from maybe somebody that is a lukewarm contact that maybe I haven't talked to in a long time. You know how we have those Facebook friends that like, they're there, but you can go through your list, or maybe they pop up, however you want to do it, and just say, hey, I just saw your post. Just made me think of you. I just wanted to say hi. How are you doing? That's it. Don't like, obviously we're not selling. We're just connecting back in. And one of the reasons is to just be social. That's why we're there. And the other reason is once you start messaging people or commenting on their things, your items are going to show up more in their feed. So 5 a day, you can make that more. You might have bigger goals. You could do 10 a day. You could do 20 a day. This could be on Instagram. This could be on Facebook. All right. Check your Facebook or IG notifications as always. So if somebody commented, please always comment back. And it's good to be able to comment back as soon as possible, but it's not the end of the world if you can't. You can schedule a time of the day to do that. So the thing I like to do, it's not always, doesn't always make sense, but is try to ask a question back, because then that just creates a little more engagement, and it kind of gives your algorithm a little boost when you like ask a question back and then they would answer again. So that is a great thing to be able to do. And if you aren't getting any comments, that's okay. Look at the people that are actually liking your post. Go to their profile or their feed or whatever and say something. Say hi, comment on their posts. We're being social. So they did something to you, go back and do something, that return the favor, be social, comment on them, because that's going to show them that, hey, oh, maybe I'll comment on hers next time too. So it's kind of the golden rule. Do unto others like you would like them to do unto you. So next is a follow-up with customers. Maybe if you're brand new, you don't have a lot of customers yet. But once you start getting customers, check on their orders, check how everything is, check with people that have talked about hosting, follow up with past hosts, follow up with people that have been asking you about the business or have asked you to keep them updated on the new kits. It's a great way to like say, hey, I know you asked me about the business. Do you want to hear about the kit update? Should I keep asking you about that? I ask them if they want to hear it, and a lot of times they say yeah. So follow up. And in these blocks, you can just write, like for instance, you can write Amy loved green leggings, whatever. And then you could put like you could write their name so you kind of see it in here, or you could just check. You could just do a check mark too. I mean, you could just do, hey, check, or an X, done. So however you want to work this worksheet. The other thing, trying to expand whether it's your Instagram, whether it's your Facebook, these two kind of go hand in hand. Follow new accounts or add 5 to 10 new friends on Facebook. You can change those numbers. You can make it bigger. You can make it, don't go too high with either of them because you don't want to get put in lockdown. If you try to friend people too fast, I would never go over 20 a day with Facebook. And I wouldn't do more than 10 at a time. If you get a warning saying, hey, do you know this person? I would just stop what you're doing right there because that's a sign that you might get put in Facebook jail. So I've never had the warning, but I don't friend like quick. I'm not like not a fast friender. So, but on Instagram, the one thing that I have done is I would follow a new account that looks interesting to me. And then I would interact on 2 to 3 of their posts. So that's a nice way to be able to say, you know, hey, I'm here. I love your stuff. You know, you can comment sincerely on their posts. And then they're going to probably look at your profile and say, hey, she's interesting. Maybe I will follow her back. So that's a way to kind of grow your audience. That's another, this is why we're doing this. We're growing our audience. And once we get to know people, then we are bringing more people into what we have to offer. All right. And then don't forget your Facebook group. You want to keep building that. So I like to think about inviting 3 3 people to my insider group a day. And like you can write their name in there. You can just do the check. You can choose how many you want to do, but just, you know, remember that's kind of I think of that as my, what I'm funneling people into is my Facebook group for my Active with Heidi insider group. And again, if you want to be in that group, let me know. You can certainly be in there. It's fun to be able to have other reps within other groups because then you can kind of help create some engagement. All right, now the bottom part here, and just look at some of these items when you're looking, these line items, some of these things are only going to take you like, 5 minutes. So don't look at this list and say, oh my gosh, that is so much. Some of these things are actually really quick. The posts take a little thoughtfulness. Once you start doing them consistently though, they're going to come easier and easier. So again, I will do if you guys want, I can do a training on content creation too, that might be able to help you and give you some like content like scripts or whatever, not scripts, but like maybe just some reminders or some brainstormings for you to be able to like create your own. And then on the bottom here, I have daily totals. This is like the results of what you've done. So when you see, you can say, how many followers do I have today? If things go up and down, don't worry about your numbers too much, but it's interesting to see trends. So don't worry, like I go up and down in followers every single day. I have people that unfollow me, people that follow me, people unfollow, and I've been like stuck at the same number forever. I'm not worried about it. Like I have a good engagement crew. I have people that engage in my stories. I'm not going to get too hung up on it, but I do like to see the trend. So for instance, you might have a post that did wonderfully, and all of a sudden your followers went up, and then you can have that, you can track that and say, oh, I did that time, that's why it went up. So maybe you look at that and you can do it again. Again, same with your Facebook group members, like track that, see where that's going. Same with your friends. And then down here, I just like to do little notes here as far as new customers, new reps, prospects, and then just notables down here. So it looks like a lot, but if you start to get into where you're kind of blocking off a little piece of time for a few of these items, you're going to be able to knock these off just great. And it's going to give you that confidence to like, okay, this is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to do this, this, this. So it expands your market. It expands your audience. You're doing your follow-ups with your people that are already your customers, and you're nurturing the ones that have been asking for more. So let me know if you have any questions. This is a Google sheet. So I will put this with all these little notes in here, and then you can like repurpose however you want. I just copied and copied this worksheet. If you can see down here on the bottom left, you can copy or you can duplicate duplicate, and then I just duplicated that. And then you could say, I have 1 week at a time. You can do it that way. You can do it however you want. Maybe you just want to keep one really long spreadsheet, but you can do week by week on the bottom and just copy and paste. And then that would be 12 through 19. I don't know. I'm just guessing dates. I think I'm doing right. But anyway, that is the daily method of operation. I really hope not for you to just like take this and think, oh my gosh, I have to do all this, but to take it, think about what you want in your business and then make it your own. But have something that you are going to do every day and you can check that off. And it gives you a little bit of clarity in your business and it gives you that history like, oh, so I started doing this every day. I started being consistent posting every day and look what happened. Oh, I started reaching out to this many people a day. Now look what happened. So hopefully that helps. This is something that I love to talk about. I tweak it myself depending on my goals. And it's definitely something to just like say, hey, at the end of the day, this is what I did. And this is going to help me move forward in my business. So I'm going to stop sharing the screen and you will receive this, this Google Sheet. If you have issues with the actual Google Sheet and you need it in a different format, let me know and I can try to get that for you. And we will be having these trainings once a week. I might be asking some of you to help with some trainings because we have some Rockstar recruiters, Rockstar event, Facebook parties, people, and I would love to have you all do some trainings as well. And you'll be seeing more of me. Sorry about the technical difficulties tonight, but hope you have a great night and we will talk to you later. Feel free to message me or reach out to me on social media and say hey, and have a good night. Bye.